I touch turn to gold. Ain't I something special? This one for my haters, I'm a motivator. I make them niggas wanna do better. I want too much, I can never settle. Settle for less, nigga, I can never. If she did better, I probably would've kept her. But oh well, I found something better, and she gon' do me better.
So man, with putting these events together, man, like what are some of the struggles you deal with?
Putting it together. Right now, the struggles let me think. The biggest struggle right now is potentially having to move the location. But I'll tell you this, man. We've done 6 events, and we've been generating so much buzz in this area that now we have the support of the county, and we got the county police chief supports us. The Prince George's County Police Department supports us. So we're trying to really take this to the next level, man. I mean, the ultimate goal is to get this where we're doing this consistently. I mean, we've been doing it consistently, but always keep the essence of doing it like a backyard style thing. But the ultimate goal is to open up like a boxing center. You know what I'm saying? Like a gym center. I call it a center because we want to include mentorship for the youth. We want to include like after school program, professional development and training. Because like I said, I come from a real estate background, so that's my day job. That's what I do in a regular. My brother comes from a construction background. We flip houses sometimes. So we want to be able to bring that to the community as well. And my whole thing is that like these kids and these young dudes, man, holding these guns and doing these crimes, a lot of times because they don't have no other option. You feel me? Yeah. They don't know anything better. Yeah. So whatever we include, we want to be able to include something, education to educate the community on different ways to get money, man. Yeah, bro. I think it's very important. I mean, boxing is great. It changes lives. It saves lives. But you got to have another piece to that. You feel me? Because if you don't, if you just, for example, amateurs, you're not getting paid. You're just doing it for the love of the sport. Yeah. So, I mean, with the dedication to the sport, it may remove them from situations that they're into. But we want to just add another element and be able to educate the community and show them other ways, man, and bring people that are entrepreneurs and that share their story as well. And I mean, that's like the long-term vision. We want to. We're working on getting a nonprofit established so that we can make all those things possible.
Sure. All right, so man, tell me what you love the most about doing this.
The feedback from the community, bro. That's the biggest thing, man. I'll say this, man. This has been the most fulfilling work I've ever done. In real estate, you can get big checks and this and that and ooh, and this work that I'm doing right now, man, with the Thump Yard and being involved with the community and doing something for them and providing an outlet, because that's what we're doing. We're providing an outlet for a lot of people to come and just get off some anger, get off a little stress they got held up, or just provide these guest speakers that share their messages. The testimonies, man, that I get afterwards, man, it's been very humbling. People look at guns differently. I got people that's getting back in shape. You know what I'm saying? I got one dude that fought, and then after his fight, he started working out. He's lost 20 pounds. So all of that, man, just knowing that it's having an impact in the community, that's the biggest thing, man, about this whole movement. That we're making an impact.
For sure. Already, man. And I noticed that I was watching a lot of y'all videos. You got a lot of kids involved in the ring fighting.
So actually, our last event was kind of like a.
What's the age limit?
Say again.
What's the age limit?
Man, on the last show we had 10-year-olds in there, man. Yeah. We had a 12-year-old that's #1 in the country. That's nationally ranked in the amateurs. So we had a gym that has a bunch of kids, man, that are pretty good and come out. And that's something that we want to include more in our events, because we want to be able to reach the youth. That's the whole thing.
Oh, definitely. That's something that I noticed at a lot of other events that they don't have, man, that you got. And this shit. That's what it sounds like. That's the main thing.
Kids, like these are actual kids that box, man, that they are giving their life to the sport. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They doing this out of the love of the sport. They put in work every day. You know, that one kid I'm telling you about that's 12 years old, nationally ranked, he's in the gym every day putting in work. And he does it out of the love, you know. His ambition, later on, is to be world champion. So some of these kids that we've made showcase at the Thump Yard will be future world champions, you know.
So, another thing I noticed too with all the fights, everybody has headgear. Now I was wondering, like,
there's been a couple with no headgear, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But there hasn't been many. There's been like one or two maybe. That's it.
Is that because they suggested it?
We've done over 70 fights, and there's only been one or two. Yeah, we always suggest the headgears.
Yeah, okay.
We suggest the headgears because, you know, us coming from a boxing background, you know, we know that this is not a game.
It can get dangerous.
It's dangerous. You feel me? And the last thing we want is someone coming out of there hurt, and that's gonna put a pause to our whole movement. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
We want to make sure everyone is safe. That's why we suggest the headgears. We box them with 14-ounce gloves. We give them a standing 8 count. And shit, if I gotta throw in the towel, I throw in the towel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, the bigger picture is getting the community together, man. Let these guys thump it out, and then after that, it's all love and respect. You know what I'm saying? We don't want anyone hurt. You know what I'm saying? We keep the fighters their health is a priority to us. Because they coming out, they not getting paid. You know what I'm saying? We're not paying them. They doing this shit out of the love and out of just volunteering and doing it for the cause. So last thing we want is someone getting hurt.
For sure. So the few that did fight without headgear, is that something that they wanted to do?
Yeah, that's something they wanted. I mean, the dude that fought without a headgear, he was a pro fighter. And, you know, he just didn't want the headgear. And then the other dude, he agreed, you know. What I have everyone do when they pull up, everyone got to sign a waiver. Everyone got to sign a waiver, and everyone got to sign a video waiver. So I have all the fighters come, we check in, they sign their waivers. I mean, everyone understands although we're trying to keep it safe, we want everyone, you know what I'm saying, to go home healthy and without no issues. But, you know, they have to sign off a waiver and know what they're getting into, too, because boxing is a dangerous sport at the same time.
Most definitely. You doing it the right way, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We gotta, you know, I respect boxing too much, bro, to just play around with this, bro, and just let people just, you know what I'm saying, wail on each other with no headgear and risk injury, and that's not what the movement is about, bro.
Alright, another thing I want to get into too is you know, in doing this movement through bringing awareness to gun violence, man, it's a lot of opportunity involved too. You know what I'm saying? So for instance, a lot of the fights, I was looking for names. You know what I'm saying? I was looking for names, and so
yeah, I haven't included any names. You're right. That's something I was thinking about with my team, man. That maybe we should just, because I noticed all the other fight groups and that do these kind of movements, they always have a name to the fighters. So that's something that, I may go back to all the videos and add everyone's names. That might be something I'll do.
Most definitely. I was just wondering what might be some fighters who might be want to, you know what I'm saying, try to make a name for themselves. And you know,
there's some guys, but you know, I mean, that's something we may do. We may do it. We may do that. The way I set this up, right? So we've been doing it every 2 Sundays. So we promote for those 2 weeks. People sign up to participate, and we lately, the last 3 or 4 shows, 4 shows, it's been consistent, 15 fights. We get 30 to 40 people to sign up. I don't promote the fights where it's like this person versus this person, or this person versus, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Everyone just pulls up that day, and they get their match. I do the matches beforehand. You know, I know who people are fighting, but the fighters themselves typically don't know who they're fighting until the day of.
Like the amateurs, kind of.
Yeah, just like the amateur boxing. That's what I try to explain to them. When they tell me, oh, who am I fighting? I'm like, I don't know yet. I got to confirm the fighters. I got to see who is really coming. I got to let them check in, see who's present, and then you get your match. And I explain to them that that's how we do it in the amateur boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to weigh in, and then they match me. And that's cool, because what I do is on the survey, I ask them for their experience level. So, you know, and then in terms of weight, I try to match everyone within 10-pound difference. So we do it like that, and then I match them based on their reported experience level.
Okay. All right, let me ask you about this, cause it's another thing I noticed that's on a lot of other underground fighting. It'd be a lot of unexperienced versus experienced. I want to say unexperienced, inexperienced. I mean, but you know, like, you know, you can kind of tell the difference. So like, what's your take on that?
So we've had a couple of those, like a mismatch.
Yeah, mismatches.
Yeah, the guy kind of lied on his survey and said he had no experience, and he did. We stopped those fights, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we stopped them. Like, we'll let it go around, and if it's just too much of a mismatch, we stop it.
Oh, definitely.
So I'll throw the towel in, bro, because I'm not trying to let nobody just get beat on. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's not. I don't want that. Because then that person that's getting beat on is gonna have a negative experience of the thump yard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, what I mean, like there was this one incident. You know, dude put a beat on Buddy, and I had to stop it, bro. It went 2 rounds, and then you know he ended up having a concussion.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And then I mean he's good. There was no swelling over none of that, but I mean a concussion is a concussion, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's what we want to avoid. So after that happened, we implemented that if there's any kind of mismatch and we can immediately see, and we just stop it, bro. We don't really even let that shit keep going.
Oh, definitely. All right.
Right here in Alexandria. Let's get it. We are live at the Thump Yard. It is hectic right now. We at the Thump Yard. We about to talk to some of the attendants here. See who they rooting for our main event. Hey y'all, real quick. Who y'all got? Migo or Scrappy? Who y'all got? What round?
They go all the way. Migo.
Second round.
All right, thank you. We'll see. We'll find out. We're here with Brooklyn.